In this Florida Man episode, I'm bringing you two short cases from the Sunshine State. The first is in the Florida Keys, where a foul-mouthed howling man threatens death, rape, and bestiality during a Keys traffic stop. You heard me. The second one is of a Florida woman with outstanding warrants who was arrested after calling police to report that her weed was stolen. Welcome, lambs, welcome to Love and Murder, Heartbreak to Homicide, the Florida Man edition. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kai, and go ahead and subscribe right now so you do not miss any upcoming episodes. If you'd like, you could wait till the end of the episode, but just don't forget to subscribe. Before we begin, I want to say that this episode and all my episodes are sponsored by my lambs in Patreon, patreon.com/love and murder. If you want case extras, bonuses, and to be a supporter of the podcast, then become an exclusive lamb by signing up to patreon.com/love and murder. Let's get into this Florida Man Friday. In November of 2023 in the Florida Keys, police said they observed 67-year-old Walter Frank Camp driving southbound on US 1 on Big Pine Key, speeding and passing illegally. This happened just after 5:30 p.m. Of course, they stopped him, and when they came to the car to ask license and registrations, they said they saw an open beer can and smelled marijuana coming out of the car. After running the plates, they found out that this Kia SUV also had been reported stolen out of Blaine, Washington. So they got Walter out of the car, and after searching the car, they found 51 grams of marijuana edibles. Walter said that they were, quote, medicinal, and right before they were about to arrest him, he dropped his pants and exposed himself to the drivers going by. What was he saying? You're not going to arrest me, and if you are here, look at this? I don't get it. Walter then allegedly told police that he was going to, quote, fuck his wife and his children and then kill them. He also claimed to be a, quote, mercenary and took care of bad people. After looking at the deputy dead in the eye, he told him to, quote, go home and kiss my wife because I was already dead. Dude, it's a traffic stop. It's not that serious. I mean, it is that serious for you because you've been drinking and you've been doing drugs, but killing his wife and his children and wow. Okay. Walter also said that he was going to track down where the deputy's children went to school and he would, quote, be there waiting. I mean, you got to get out of these cuffs first. So when that didn't shake the cop, Walter also said multiple times that he was going to rape and murder the deputy's dog, Mako. He said he would, quote, fuck your dog in the ass and force the dog to lick his genitals. I couldn't even read that with a straight face. I mean, are you asserting dominance or craziness? Because I don't know, if somebody came and said they were about to fuck my pet and then make my pet lick their genitals, I was going to say the word, I would just look at you like, okay, like, okay, that's not asserting dominance here. After he says this, he looks directly at Mako and then he, quote, began to repeatedly and loudly howl as if he were a dog. This action caused K-9 Mako undue stress and caused him to start to bark and violently move about inside his kennel. This action could have possibly injured K-9 Mako in his excitement. Look, Mako doesn't need this harassment. He's just trying to do his job. He clocks in just like the rest of us, clocks out, and goes home to see his family. Leave Mako alone. Frick, dogs can't even do their jobs in peace nowadays. What the hell is this world coming to? Anyway, Walter said he had access to weapons such as a, quote, sniper rifle and said he was going to kill the arresting deputies as well as their family members and I guess the dog and like, dude, you're arrested. What are you doing? Anyways, they arrested him on charges of driving under the influence. I mean, I'm sure there was more, but the cop didn't have all the time in the world to list all the charges. So that's just what they arrested him on. So me being me, I wanted to see exactly what he was, by the time they got to the jail, what they wrote down that he was arrested for. And it said he was arrested for intimidation, vehicle theft, marijuana possession, public order crimes, indecent exposure, resisting an officer, DUI, unlawful blood alcohol, moving traffic violation, and resisting an officer. Like I said, they didn't have time to tell him all the charges. They probably told him while they were driving. On the way to the jail, Walter made approximately 300 statements about killing and raping the arresting deputy and his wife and children. He was placed in a detention center and his bond was set at $72,500. Dude, really? That bond would have been so much higher. $3.5 million. $1 million for each of my kids, $1 million for my wife, and $500,000 for my dog. That's freaking crazy. And the last story happened on November 16th, 2023 at around 2 a.m. Stewart police responded to a call of stolen property at a Best Western hotel. Stewart is a coastal city about 40 miles north of West Palm Beach. When they arrived at the hotel, they found 23-year-old Lily Rinker, who's the one who made the phone call. She said she was, quote, hanging out with her friend Carlos, who she'd known only for about a week. She said when he left her hotel room, he took 0.5 gram of weed, which is about $5 to $10, from her larger stash, which was about $30. And she had this stash in a grinder, which I don't know what a grinder is, but I'm guessing based on the context, do you grind weed? I don't know. I'm just guessing it grinds something. So I don't know if you grind weed or anything like that. Anyways, larger stash was in her grinder, which was worth $30. And he took between $5 and $10 and she was having none of it. Quote, Rinker stated she did not know what to do, so she decided to call the police. So police asked her for her identification and her medical marijuana card. So like any rational person would do, she gave them her passport. Okay, but the medical marijuana card? And she just stared at them. So, okay, let's go ahead and run this. Only to find out that she was wanted on 2 outstanding warrants in Palm Beach. One of those outstanding warrants was for missing a court hearing on a criminal mischief case. And that criminal mischief case was because she was arrested last year for punching her father in the face. Why, you ask? Because he posted a picture of her holding a vape online. Lily, who used to be at the University of Cincinnati and Eastern Florida State College, she used to be a golfer there, objected to having the photo online because, quote, she is a college athlete and could not be seen holding a vape. Then I have a solution for you, Lily. Don't hold a vape. Damn, that was easy. Also, on a side note, I wish with a capital W-I-S-H that my kid would hit me, let alone punch me in the face. I wish you would even think about hitting me, let alone think about punching me in the face. I wish. Anyways, the other warrant was for not appearing to a probation violation hearing for her DUI earlier this year. So you can't be seen holding a vape, but you can have outstanding warrants for DUI and beating on your dad? Wow. Just some people crack me. Look, Lily was taken to the Martin County Jail and held on no bond. To note that possession of marijuana in Florida is still a crime for individuals who are not medically prescribed the drug, which is why they asked for her marijuana card or whatever it's called, medical marijuana card. Individuals caught in possession of 20 grams or less of weed can be charged with a misdemeanor, while if you have more than 20 grams, that's going to be a felony in Florida. And that is your Florida Man Friday for today. What did you think of those crazy cases? I cannot even. I'm still on justice for Mako because what the frick? Poor Mako, poor boy. Let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comments below. Don't forget that a free and easy way to help out Love and Murder is by simply sharing this episode. So share this episode with your dad and also let him know that you would never in your life hit him. Share this episode with your mom, share this episode with your best friend, and also share it on Reddit. Share it with everybody you know and everybody you don't. That is all I have for you today, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.